Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. Now, XRP has been doing really well in the last couple of days here in the community. I've really been seeing a ton of positive news, everybody's with positive vibes, and it's all been good. But there's also been a ton of developments that I need to update you guys with. First off here, RippleNet's partner Finabular sees 22% boost in revenue, citing Samsung and UnionPay collaborations. Now, this is actually quite a good article to find just after today's video, or specifically after today's video that I made about Ripple still kind of having 50% of their partners untold, or however you would say that. It just is kind of nice to see that they have so many new ways or opportunities to give themselves a good kind of a good look in the media, but also a good way to express themselves, a good way to promote themselves. All those are still open, but also from a side perspective that they have so much still that they can tell us. And the fun part is that there could be partnerships going around everywhere. For example, Ripple can now have a partnership with Apple. You don't know. Because, I mean, they already have like 50% of their partners not unveiled. They could be partnering with Bank of America. They could be partnering with Samsung. You know, there's so many things that they could have already done, which we don't know about, which really makes it which really makes an exciting atmosphere, really. It's something that I really like about it. But yeah, several platforms that use Ripple's technology are making progress. Recently, Finabular, a Ripple partner that uses on-demand liquidity services, again, which is XRP, of the technology firm, has recently posted some data about its revenue that contains the idea that these companies are faring well because of the use of XRP. According to the recent data published by the company, Finabular has reported earnings of $182 million this year, which means that the revenue went up 22% when compared to last year. Even though Ripple is not directly cited in the report, the partnership between the two platforms was started this year, and Finabular now runs on top of the XP ledger using the service that was formerly known as XRP, so again now called ODL, to get more liquidity. This was not the only partnership that was started this year. Recently, Finabular also decided to team up with Samsung, the South Korean electronics giant. With this partnership, the services were embedded into Samsung's crypto wallet, which was launched together with its newest line of phones. But to make it all, or to conclude it all to something positive, Ripple continues its partnerships. And again, this is actually kind of the positive statement that we talked about before here. Ripple is really expanding their corridors for ODL, and Ripple now has over 300 partnerships. Ripple is doing really positively with MoneyGram because they're also adding some new corridors here, and just MoneyGram has been extremely positive. Around 10% of all remittances to Mexico are now using the Ripple-based service, partly because Ripple has started its integration with Bitso, which is, of course, the largest crypto exchange from Latin America. But that's also already crazy to see. Around 10% of all the remittances to Mexico are from Ripple. That's some quick pace right there. And actually, talking on the same line, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Swift's daily volume is $4 trillion. If XRP was to use a fraction, 5% of the Swift does, the price of XRP will be $25. This is articles that I see every single day, or posts, and I don't agree with this at all. Please, guys, don't let yourself get baited because prices don't work this way. You guys don't know how positive I am on the XRP price, but it's just something that everybody needs to know. It doesn't mean, $4 trillion in Swift's daily volume. 5% of that is X amount of money, which will translate into XRP getting that market cap, which will translate into XRP price will go up to these amounts of dollars. It just doesn't work that way. One thing you can state for yourself, but there's no direct way to calculate that is, all right, if they were to use a fraction of the daily volume, XRP volume and XRP demand, in theory, would go up ridiculously, so the price could go up. But we also kind of know that with XRP, so Ripple solution where they use XRP, there's actually no net increase in demand, wait, I don't know what I'm going to have to use there. There's no net gain there in demand, really, because they're buying and they're selling within 4 seconds, exactly the same amount of XRP. So yeah, it doesn't really do that much if you guys get it. So I don't really know how people come to these conclusions. It's kind of just something to keep themselves going in a too much of a positive way. Please don't think about it this way. You can think about it, though, in a little bit of a different way, or a little bit of another positive way. For example, I have a couple of articles open here, but I'm trying to find exactly where it is. Here, for example. Need reasons to buy XRP? Spring focused on the 5 trillion a day FX market compared to the 2 billion a day crypto market. Shout out to XP Stewart for the video. And here you can find a little video which kind of explains Spring in the literal sense and the goal, sort of. We're not going to watch it here just because I don't know how it works with copyright for this this video right here. But you can see David Schwartz is going to be talking, and the real conclusion here is that they're focused on the $5 trillion a day FX market. That's a lot of money. All right, everybody knows that's a lot of money, $5 trillion a day. And these things, since Spring is focused on that, that could really be beneficial in terms of price. So if you're really trying to still attach something to, to volume, go and do it from this perspective and not this perspective right here. It just doesn't work that way. I would like it to, all right? And I will not hold you back if you think it does. I'm just kind of warning you. XRP went on to Twitter to state, peruses interbank to utilize ODL. After a year of working with Xcurrent, we've decided to move forward and use the cryptocurrency to do our transactions. They aren't the first to migrate from Xcurrent and won't be the last. Now, one fun thing I saw is that this, of course, was announced at Swell, but what Brett Garlinghouse noted or told us in one of his earlier interviews is that they rebranded for a good reason. I think this was the interview with Anthony Pompliano. They rebranded for a very good reason. First of all, it was to make sure that there was no confusion. All right, RippleNet, just one simple thing. Everybody knows it. Everybody, can just hop on. Second of all, they wanted to do it because they really only need one connection. They don't need to have different solutions there because they want to provide them all to everybody. And they only need one small connection within RippleNet. So, for example, a new customer uses Xcurrent. And then once they have them, they can really easily introduce them into XRapid. At least that's Brett Garlinghouse's words, that it's just a lot easier to introduce people to XRapid once they're already using Xcurrent. And it's also a lot simpler to persuade somebody to use another one of your services and lower costs if you're already working with them. So that's why they want to do it this way, because they're all utilizing things within RippleNet. It's just a lot simpler to explain to people, a lot simpler to get a lot of deployments, because he also stated that it's not only about signing contracts, right? It's really getting them deployed. It's really seeing them active as well. That's making the changes. Ken Melendez went on to Twitter to state, XRP improves upon Bitcoin's design. That's definitely something that's true. I mean, Bitcoin was kind of designed as a payment token or kind of a decentralized payment way. Doesn't really work. Solves global liquidity issues. We all know that through XRapid, XRP is definitely serving liquidity issues, solving them. Eliminates pre-funded accounts, kind of in the same bracket, but definitely true as well. Eliminates the whole Nostrovasor system. Costs fractions of a penny. If you want to send some XP around, you have to pay like 11 drops or so. 1,000th of a cent. I don't even know how much. It's not worth anything. Settles cross-border payments in seconds, not days. Again, making this whole cross-border realm amazing. Internet of value, guys. Internet of value. In other words, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Or actually, it's the best thing since the internet, really. A big transaction popped up, and I thought you guys should know about it. I just noticed here on XBL Monitor, 300 million XRP was moved, and it is from Binance to who? I don't know. So I was just like, let me let you guys updated on this. 300 million XRP, 10 drops, again, 0.00001 XRP that it cost to send 300 million XRP, so $100 million. Wow, right? And again, it came from Binance, but I think this is because of this right here. New player in town, and it's called Binance Pegged XRP. WTF. And you can see here, if we can open the pictures, about XRP BF2. XRP BF2 is pegged 1-to-1 to XRP on Binance's main exchange. XP BF2, XP BF2. CZ also said they're fully backed, and that's kind of what we're seeing right now, most likely, because Binance took 300 million out of their 1 billion XRP balance, and I'm just assuming that it has something to do with that. Otherwise, it will be a weird flex for somebody to take out 300 million. Right here, they're saying one of Chinese rich whales. It could be a lot of different people, but I'm personally thinking it's more towards that direction, since it's 1/3 of their whole capital over at Binance. So that's no joke. That's definitely quite big. If it doesn't have anything to do with that, let me know. But I don't know. I think so. I'll be tweeting it out though, so you guys can react to it and maybe prove me wrong if you guys know anything better. But I'm personally really of the opinion. Now, guys, I think we covered most of the Ripple-related articles. I have a couple of other really cool coins that I think we should also take a little bit of a look at. So, first of all, here we have NEO, which I am just kind of confused with. Now, here's CCN, and it said here, China's blockchain pivot has launched NEO, a cryptocurrency nicknamed the Chinese Ethereum, to a phenomenal 100% rally. And when I read this, I was like, okay, they're talking BS. Because I was looking at NEO, and I was like, it's only plus 10, what are they talking about? But then I read further, and they said, yeah, it's over the past few weeks, it's doing good for a longer time, yada, yada, yada. But I think in my previous video, I didn't express well enough how important this actually really is for us. Because NEO is a Chinese coin, we all know that, and now it's kind of getting support by the Chinese government, by Chinese everybody over there. This is actually a really big step towards global crypto adoption. If the Chinese are really acceptive towards NEO and really trying to help them out at one point, this could be a breakthrough for all of us. And there's more info about this. There's a lot of technical stuff. There's a lot of kind of restrictions that apply, and this, that. But the general idea here is actually really positive, since at first China was really against them, but I'm seeing a more positive and more tolerant approach every single day. Now, another thing I should notify you guys with again is VeChain. A lot of you guys asked me to update more upon VeChain, and I definitely will be doing that since it's still one of my favorite coins. What is VeChain, and why did it pump 65% this month? Well, while the majority of the crypto traders are discussing a variety of bullish and bearish perspectives on Bitcoin, many altcoins are jumping around and making significant moves. One of them is VeChain, which has surged more than 100% in a matter of a few weeks. VeChain breaks 200-day exponential moving average for the first time since 2018 summer, and a lot of people are actually putting it on that. I personally think they've just been having a breakthrough since Binance helped them out with getting listed on Binance.us. I've just seen really positive vibes ever since that happened, and I just think that it's one of the pushes that they needed. A lot of people started to then look into VeChain and notice their partnerships. The partnerships that VeChain has are just insane. And even though not necessarily everything uses VeChain Thor the tokens, it's still partnerships that the VeChain Foundation has there, and they're just really insane. So you know that they have a very competent leadership. You also know they have a very competent crypto itself, because we've seen how it can perform, I guess. And the Binance trusts them. And so I guess there are now a lot of boundaries that went away, which is why some people decided to maybe stir away from their conservative approach and really try something new. Stay away from those top 5 coins and try to dive a little bit deeper. Not too deep, but a little bit deeper. Close around 26. I remember a couple of weeks ago when VeChain was around 34, 30, this lower 30 area. I remember so well that a lot of you guys said, VeChain's not going to be doing good. VeChain stays below 0.5% all the time. Oh, look where we are, guys. Look where we are at. Let's quickly check how many coins they have. Circulating supply is 63 billion. So actually, for how many coins, I also don't really think they have that low of a price. I don't think that they have that high of a price. They actually have a lot of room to go. They have a lot of room to go. If you just compare it to some of the other coins that are out there with close to similar amounts of coins, right? Because here you can see Tron, 2 cents, circulating supply 66 billion, total supply 99. VeChain here, circulating supply 63, total 86. So in theory, the price has a lot of room to grow here for VeChain. But at least I'm excited for that. Make sure you let me know in the comment section down below what you'd like to see next in the next video. And also, if you did enjoy, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel for more crypto news every single day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video relatively soon.